Most people hear the title Think and Grow Rich and immediately dismiss it. They think this is just positive thinking, this is manifestation, this is outdated. But here's the truth. This book is not about wishing for money. It is about how long-term focus, belief, and persistence shape behavior inside any system. Today, we are not summarizing the book. We are unpacking how it actually works, why it worked for some people, and why it failed for others. And I want you to ask yourself one question as we go. Am I drifting or am I directing my life? Napoleon Hill never said thinking alone makes you rich. What he meant was this: what you consistently think about controls what you notice, pursue, and act on. Step-by-step breakdown. 1. Thoughts shape attention. 2. Attention shapes decisions. 3. Decisions shape habits. 4. Habits shape outcomes. Most people fail at step 1. They let fear control attention, comfort guide decisions, routine harden into habit. Barnes did not start with money, education, or connections. He started with a decision. He decided he would work with Thomas Edison, not for Edison, with Edison. He did not know how, he did not know when, but he structured every action around that outcome. He took a job most people would reject. He waited when most people would quit. He stayed when others drifted. Years later, he became Edison's business partner. The result came after persistence, not before clarity. Most people say, I want to be rich. I want financial freedom. That is not a goal, that is a wish. Hill talks about definite purpose. A definite purpose has 1. A clear outcome. 2. A time horizon. 3. A reason strong enough to endure discomfort. 4. Repeated action aligned to it. Without this, effort scatters. If I looked at your last 12 months of actions, what goal would they suggest you actually have? Not what you say, what you do. Faith in this book is not spiritual, it is behavioral. Faith means continuing to act without emotional reward. Ford insisted on building a V8 engine cast in one block. Experts said it was impossible. The engineers failed again and again. They wanted to quit. Ford said, keep working until you find a solution. Months later they did. Ford was not smarter than the engineers. He was less willing to accept limitation. Most breakthroughs come after discouragement, not before. Here is an uncomfortable truth. Many intelligent people fail because they stop too soon. They interpret delay as failure, resistance as a sign to quit, difficulty as proof they are wrong. Hill argues, persistence matters more than talent. Persistence requires 1. Emotional control. 2. Long-term time horizon. 3. Identity level commitment. This connects directly to the compound effect. Small consistent effort beats intense short bursts. Hill believes success accelerates in groups, but this is often misunderstood. A mastermind is not cheerleading, it is friction. A real mastermind challenges assumptions, forces accountability, exposes blind spots. Before 2008, banks, regulators, and economists all agreed the system is stable. They were highly educated, they were confident, they were wrong. Why? Because no one challenged the shared belief. Groups amplify truth or illusion. Choose carefully. Hill observed something consistent among successful people. They decide quickly. They adjust slowly. Unsuccessful people do the opposite. They hesitate. They seek validation. They delay. Is there a decision you have been delaying for months that you already know the answer to? Delay is often disguised fear. Modern psychology confirms this part of the book. Your subconscious is simply repeated thoughts, reinforced habits, emotional defaults. If you constantly think, I am bad with money, I am not ready, it is too late, your actions will align with that belief. Changing results requires changing internal identity, slowly, repeatedly, deliberately. This book does not promise money. It promises direction. It teaches that. Focus beats intelligence. Persistence beats talent. Awareness beats luck. You are not stuck because you lack opportunity. You are stuck because drift feels safer than commitment, and systems depend on drift. You do not need to believe in magic. You need to believe in consistency, because wealth does not start in the market. It starts in the mind, and it compounds through action. Understand money. See the system. Take control.